Hey guys! So today's topic is about intuition and trust. Well, let me rewind a little bit and tell you how I first discovered my ability to be really intuitive, even though I was born with it, as you were too. So I'm sure you've watched my videos enough to know that, I talk about how things happen for us in the past and we don't really know why they happen in particular at that moment, but hindsight being 2020, typically, it teaches us something to some degree. So when I was 4 months pregnant, I was married and my husband cheated on me. Needless to say, boy, you want to talk about intuition. There was just something that was just pulling and nagging at me. It was a force that I just knew in the pit of my stomach. There was no doubt in my mind that he was in fact cheating. And I remember actually talking to my mom on the phone and I was telling her about this and she's just like, Jody, but why? And I said, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel it. Obviously he was behaving differently too, so I started to connect the dots. But really it was just my gut was screaming at me. So what I realized though later in the later years was that I had always taken that particular instance and I've used that as like my set point. And I've said, okay, I know for a fact what my gut felt like in those weeks, that I was trying to figure all that out. I know exactly what it feels like and looks like. And I can hear it in my little voice in my head. So anytime I ever had any doubt, I would always revert back to that situation. And I'm sure that you can do the same. Maybe it was so little as, hey, you heard a little voice in your head up there go, hey, you might want to take the umbrella. And then you're like, nah, I don't need to take the umbrella. It's nice and sunny. And then bam, afternoon rain showers and you get caught in the rain. Or maybe it's, you should have taken, hey, why don't you take a right instead of a left? And you're like, no, I always take a left. I should always go left. I should never go right. And then bam, there's a 5-car pileup, sadly. And now you're going to be 2 hours late for work. Intuition speaks to us in so many ways. It is just a feeling that we can't explain. We just feel it. And what happens is people get into a lot of trouble when they ignore their intuition. And usually, it's not till later they said, oh, I should have listened to my gut. I should have known better. So just pay attention to that little voice because it's important and it's speaking to you. And it's literally like having an inner guidance system. If something doesn't feel right, chances are it's not right. Our intuition actually works in 3 different ways. The first is in reverse. It's kind of like, whoa, back up. This is not a good situation. This is not a good person. Let's reverse. And then there's neutral, where you don't really feel, you kind of feel just indifferent. And then it's also forward, where something is just pulling you. You don't really know why. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a relocation to a new city. Maybe it's, a discussion to have with your husband or your wife. It could be so many different things, but it's pulling you and you don't know really why you feel compelled to do X, Y, and Z. You just feel like you should take action steps and head towards in that direction. So pay attention to your intuition because it's speaking to you all the time. It's just your willingness to be able to hear it and your openness to be able to hear it too, because like I said, it's very easy just to kind of tune it out and block it out. And we have a lot of chatter going on and up on our little head, and our mind is racing with our mile-long to-do list. We're not going to be able to hear our intuition. And we're going to be more likely to just simply ignore it. So pay attention to your intuition today. Listen to what it's telling you. Maybe it's to take a different direction to work. Maybe it's to check out, new job postings on Craigslist. Listen to it and honor it and take action. Just do it just because, just try it. Just say, okay, just for today, I'm going to listen to everything my gut tells me. and see where it takes you, because you're going to be surprised. All right, guys, that's all I have today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Toodaloo!